In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly why flexing cars, flexing lifestyle is gonna hurt your info business, hurt your personal brand, and hurt your sales. My name is Edo Cash. I help coaches and mentors scale their online info business. I personally scaled mine into multiple six-figure annual info business, teaching people how to trade, etc. and etc. Now I'm teaching this because this is the fucking method. So this is why flexing, lifestyle, cars, this and that is gonna hurt you more than it will benefit you. Is because let's say you want to sell a high ticket. You flex cars, let's say this is the cars, this is the lifestyle, okay? You want to sell high tickets, which is gonna be around $5,000 to $25,000 per client. You're gonna teach them info, selling, mentorship. What this does, this lifestyle shit, it's that usually it attracts beginners. All right, fuck it, beginners, it attracts beginners. You know why? Because beginners are gonna see that, wow, it's like, wow, this guy has cars. This guy has this crazy lifestyle. He's posting vlogs every single week. Wow, he's amazing. He must be making a lot of money. But the problem with these beginners is that usually they don't have the money to pay you for the mentorship. They want to get rich, but they don't have the money. And usually these guys who flex, they're selling a dream. And also they have to keep up with that lifestyle because people know them because of their cars. They have to keep up with that lifestyle, renting these cars, or if they actually have the money, then they don't need to do that. But they can do it, okay? But if you just want to flex this and that, you have to rent these cars. You have to keep up with that lifestyle to sell these products, and that can be very mentally draining. Think about it, bro. Think about it. You don't have any money. You somehow have to get that fucking $1,000 to rent that car for the day, record fucking bunch of videos, keep up with that lifestyle. I have to record a vlog tomorrow. I have to go into this Maldives. I have to go in Dubai, this and that, buy all the jewelry. Bro, that can be mentally draining. And especially if you're not making money in the beginning, bro, that's gonna fuck you up. And all you're gonna do is attract beginners who don't have money. Because all the experts who actually have money, who want to get their problem solved, who want to potentially buy from you, but then they see this lifestyle that you're posting all the time. You don't post any value, you just post cars and this and that, buy my mentorship. They know the game, right? They know the game they know that this is just fucking clouds. But these real people who have money, they're gonna be like, fuck nah, this is just another fucking fake guru. And usually these guys are fake gurus. They don't have the value, they don't know what they're doing, so just their option is to just flex instead of actually trying to solve these guys' problems, right? So, but what you should do, and what I personally did, which is so scalable, because I don't have to post fucking lifestyle. You know why? Because I can just post, let's say I had a transformation, I became profitable at trading, I can teach people how to do it, I show my expertise, people see me as an authority, they get used to that content, they know that this guy isn't a fucking flex guy who needs to post every single week about his new car that he probably rented. They see that I actually know how to trade. They see that I actually know how to, do this and that. Or if you're an influencer, a fitness influencer, okay, usually the cars don't fit into that, but if it's in the finance niche. But let's say if you're a fitness influencer, you had a crazy transformation, you went from fat to fit, and you post to a specific audience, people are gonna see like, wow, this guy solved something that I also need to solve, a problem that needs to get solved. So they're gonna reach out to you, they're gonna see your videos that you actually know what you're talking about, they see the results in your physique, and they're gonna, what? Exchange money eventually once you convert them, because that's a specific problem that needs to get solved. Now when you just post a bunch of lifestyle, this and that, vlog every week, you somehow have to find the money to do another crazy vlog. And then you're like, oh, by the way guys, I do e-commerce. Buy my mentorship. Again, you're gonna attract beginners who don't have money. You don't have value. So, to make this work, post your value, post your results in the stuff, post your students' results, okay? People want to, okay, here's the thing with beginners. They see these cars as results, okay, good, they can buy your low tickets, but you have to keep up with that lifestyle, right? But they don't have the money. But people also see the results. You sell the results with your testimonials. That's a fuck ton of money. Experts see that, they're like, wow, his students make this amount of money. I have to buy his mentorship, okay? Because I also can become his students who will become successful, okay? And when you actually talk about that specific niche all the time, you start to learn even more about it. You become even more expert. People see you as an authority. But if you just post lifestyle, this and that, you just focus on how you can get the new car, you don't know much about this stuff and your business fails. Because when you just don't have the knowledge, people join your mentorship, they're not gonna get the results, you're not gonna get the testimonials, this and that, yada, 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 yada. So you get the point. There's people, usually in Miami gurus, there's a specific rental company, like a leasing company that does he exposed one of these guys that, yeah, they're just leasing this and that, but to keep up with their lifestyle. But the thing is, so that's why you should not become this Miami guru who just posts about lifestyle, because eventually, if let's say people are not gonna buy, you just attract beginners who don't have the money. What is the worst case scenario? You cannot keep up with that lifestyle anymore. And people are gonna be like, what the fuck happened? And you get fucking exposed. But if you just post value, you don't need a bunch of money to post value. You just post your own expertise. And that's what really business is. And people see you valuable and they're gonna exchange a lot of money. But regardless, man, the world is yours. You can do what you want. There's people who make this work. They post lifestyle, they make this work. But the only problem is that they have to keep up with the lifestyle to keep the sales running, get the sales. But you can do what you want. I personally prefer this option where you sell high tickets and you teach people how to actually do the stuff, how to actually, do this and that, right? Hey man, the world is yours. Do what you want. If you enjoyed this video, like it, sub. As usual, I'll see you on that side. Peace out.